The unique aspect of this Uddevalla circuit is the fact that you've got the hill people, the quarry, the fans want to sit up there. There's flags, there's flares, there's air horns.
8 of the first 9 world champions were all from Sweden. If they could get a new hero, then the sport could explode in Sweden and be even madder than it already is at Uddevalla.
Mathis Valin is the reigning EMX-250 champion who many tipped to have a strong rookie season, especially when he was signed by the factory Kawasaki team. And their new MX2 effort runs directly alongside the MXGP team, who of course have Roman Fevre, who's leading the MXGP World Championship. The early part of this season really did start strong, but then coming into the GP season, it seemed like things didn't really go to plan for Mathis. We saw him suffer quite an embarrassing crash in Portugal in the start practice, which really showed that he wasn't where he needed to be just yet. He took some time off after his injury and he came back, and things are slowly but surely starting to come together for him, and he has now established himself as, I guess, a consistent challenger to the big names in the MX2 class.
We have, I mean, like many things change. Like the intensity at the beginning of the race are a little bit crazy. The program of the weekend is also different. We ride quite a lot compared to MX250. So yeah, I would say like everything is different, and even the rider, like new rider. Now we are 10 good riders to ride like same speed, depend the weekend. But yeah, would say that everything changed and everything is not the same, and is like new chapter.
Approximately a year ago, we decided that okay, now is the right moment to make the MX2 as well. We had the KRT MXGP team very well functioning, and we had a very good staff there. So then we felt that okay, now is the good moment to do also the 250 program with one rider, and it was definitely good on that aspect as well, that Kawasaki brought a new 250 bike, and also already Kawasaki rider Mathis Valin won the European Championship title. So then everything clicked, and it was going quite naturally forward the project from there on.
With his 12th Vauxhall shot of the season. Everts there in second. Uddevalla moves into second. And that's another couple more points gained for the Italian in that championship chase. Executes perfectly. Muscles his way round the outside. Look at this speed from the number 80, and finds as well, seeking silky smooth that pass on Koonin as he takes over the lead. Langenfelder still not through. He does, gets around the outside of the Frenchman, moves into that 5th place. Adamo, what a race for the number 80. Wins race 1 here in Sweden, takes his 7th race win of the season.
Just finished race 1, was tough. I had a good start, so this wasn't too bad. And then, yeah, intensity is something in MX2 compared to last year. But yeah, we're getting there. Improve race after race, and yeah, I'm happy. Now we have a 2nd race to go, and yeah, that's it.
Valin attacks, finds his way past McClellan, moves into 3rd place. Good, promising start this for the Frenchman. Beniston keeping him to the outside. Langenfelder switches it up, gets in and out of the turn early. He's going to go the long way round here. He's utilised that line a couple of times and it worked to good effect. Langenfelder, your new leader on lap 5. The Wolf certainly pushing on though, you can tell from the body language. Attacking the downhills, braking a lot later. Off the side of the track. Mathis Valin, major error. A gift of 2 points there for Kay de Wolf. And Langenfelder will win the MXGP of Sweden.
Yeah, it was a good race. Had a good start finally, and fighting with the top boys. So really happy. Was a very tough model. Need to push a lot. And then yeah, was P3, but I make a mistake in the last lap, unfortunately. But yeah, happy about the weekend. Again, a strong weekend. I did two strong models, so really happy. And now we're looking forward for Arnhem.
For Andrea Adamo, that was like a salvage operation really, because after winning race 1 and then having his issues in race 2, he bounced back despite his problems to salvage an 8th place, which got him on the podium. And from that perspective, like I say, damage limitation for him in that fight for the championship. He has lost ground, of course, to Simon and to Kai, but he's still very much in the hunt with 4 rounds to go. Kay de Wolf, 2nd overall. In the greater scheme of things, he only lost a couple of points to Simon Langenfelder this weekend, and so his championship fight is very much on. Hard pack, tough conditions for him. He'll say that he rode good and probably 2nd was as good as a win. But the reality is, just only losing a couple of points to the championship leader with his home Grand Prix to come in Arnhem, you would expect, after going 1-1-1 in Finland and in Belgium, Kay de Wolf will have something up his sleeve going forward. So those loss of 2 points today, I don't think he's going to be too fussed about that, because he's going to be looking at the bigger picture moving forward. Simon Langenfelder strengthened his grip on the championship this weekend with a 2-point haul over Kay de Wolf. A 5th in race 1, a win in race 2, and he was on fire in that 2nd race. And his maturity, his kind of cool, calm persona whilst he led that 2nd race was that kind of performance of a world champion in the making, potentially. He was calm, he was cool, wasn't ruffled, and didn't let the problems of race 1 get in the way of a good result in race 2. I don't even think he was aware that he won the GP, to be fair. So another bonus on the top for Simon Langenfelder, who really is going from strength to strength in MX2.
Paul's for our team, you know, he's a very capable rider. He can do really good speed and a good result. But beside that, he has already so much experience that he knows what he wants from the bike. He knows which direction bike needs to be developed, and as well is a great teammate for all of us. So to have a Paul at our team has definitely been also matching really well with Roman and with all the team staff and everybody. So he definitely brings a lot of positiveness around him.
How's the feeling of being back at the races? It's pretty nice. Like, I was off for almost 2.5 months already, so yeah, it's always exciting, a little bit nervous, but that's part of the game. But yeah, generally it's a really good feeling. You know, being at home and just training or just doing the rehab, it's never easy, you know. Like, then you watch race on TVs, it's quite painful, but yeah, happy to be back.
Yeah, in Germany when I crashed, I actually broke 2 bones in my, let's say, the shoulder, one next to the collarbone and one just like close to the shoulder joint. Luckily they were still straight, so I didn't need to make a surgery. But yeah, anyway, when it's shoulder or a broken bone, it takes some time to heal. And yeah, I think I took 4 weeks complete rest, just let the bones heal, and then slowly started with the rehab, with the physio exercise and everything. And it's always jumped back on the bike after 6 weeks. And yeah, just took some time to build, because motocross is quite demanding, and especially for the shoulders, it's not easy to gain the strength back. So yeah, it took some time, and now luckily everything is fine. I don't feel any consequences, and just yeah, need to keep building through the next rounds.
Come on.
So just to show you here at Uddevalla, we are here now after the first 2 Grand Prix races on Sunday. So this is to show you just what the riders have to deal with here on the circuit. It's hard packed terrain, but of course it gets ripped up and watered to keep the moisture in and prevent the dust. But what you do get then is deep ruts like this. Look how deep that is against my leg here. So what's difficult to see here at Uddevalla is just how savage the elevation change is, especially here at the Monster Energy jump, which is right next to the start line. As you can see here, you move across, this is the downslope to the right-handed corner jump, and it just drops away savagely. Just serious cliff. And all of a sudden you're powering down, there'll be ruts in there. It's just an incredible change of topography, and if you're lucky, you can get trackside and you can see this stuff as well. So it's just an amazing section of the track that's difficult to see properly on TV. The atmosphere and the hype and the excitement around the MXGP of Sweden began, as it usually does at these events, with the start practice on Friday afternoon. The fans were already making themselves heard. And then it carried through to the traditional media event at the Torp shopping centre at the centre of Uddevalla itself, where the fans were queuing to get their interviews with Isaac and all the other fans as well. Isaac is so good with the fans, and he stayed later than most at that media event, making sure he signed every single piece of fans merchandise possible. So it was really great to see him almost absorb that energy from the fans to build towards his Grand Prix performance on the weekend. Lucas Koenen has been stalking Romain Febvre in the MXGP World Championship this season, closing the gap down to 9 points with 3 consecutive Grand Prix wins heading towards Uddevalla. It seemed inevitable that he was going to be able to take that red plate away from the Frenchman, but nobody could really have foreseen how much that championship lead would have been blown up going through the MXGP of Sweden.
Hurling's around the outside, looking to, he does find his way into the lead, but for how much longer? Gifting is down, out of third place. What a shame. Him and Geiser came together. Wow. There's Tim Geiser picking himself up, can't get fired up and back into the race. He is absolutely frustrated. Febvre continues, another fastest lap. Chucks it away! On his 224th Grand Prix start, Siwa winded and out of fourth place. Koldenhoff charges up the inside of Panzer, a nervous look over the shoulder from the Slovenian, and all of a sudden loses 2 positions in 2 corners as Koenen goes through as well. The Frenchman, he wins race 1, he takes his 8th race win of the season.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. A
great start. You put yourself in that position. And...
Yeah, I was feeling great as well. I even passed Jeffrey at one point. And I was just following easy. I didn't really make any mistakes either. Yeah. What happened? I just felt his bike and tires in the back and everything, and we just...
Yeah, because you were like inside and
I was inside, exactly like Febvre and...
But I would say,
I think he went outside jumping, and I don't know, I did something probably, and he just went straight into the back of me.
It was a heavy crash. He went down really hard.
Oh, very heavy, because it's downhill as well.
Yeah. I hope you recover well and have a good one in race 2, mate.
Thanks.
first Fernandez picked me up, then she went sideways and I touched this time. Then I crashed.
It was tough. First one back, first proper race. I had actually quite an okay start, but made a few small mistakes the first laps, lost some positions, and yeah, just tough to get the flow, struggle with the confidence in the track, and yeah, it was just, yeah, actually quite terrible. Riding was not acceptable, and need to reset and go for a second one.
Great jump there from Romain Febvre, just like he did in race 1. Leaves Hurlings behind him. Geisser trying to go with him around the outside, and Gifting! Gifting, is he going to lead heading into turn 2? Koonin is down in turn 3, but of course he is with him. Can't be no mistaking the Swede, he makes a mistake, and Geisser again, these two finding each other. Geisser coming back at him, trying to take the front away. Oh, I tell you what, that fuse has been lit. Gifting in 4th, Renault 5th, Valin in 6th, Koldenhoff 7 on the Phantom, Fernandez 8th. Roman Febvre, Jeffrey Hurlings. Nothing in between these two now. Febvre under pressure from the bullet. Gifting doesn't know whether to look straight, left, right or back. Either way, he's under attack. Private Yamaha versus 2 factory machines. Geisser out of 3rd place. Absolutely bonkers here in Sweden. And he's going to make the move on 2nd. Wow! Listen to that noise. Gifting 2nd. What a reaction from those. Oh, a bike length in it. Is he going to repeat the pass where he found his way past Hurlings? I think he is. Gifting leads. He takes the lead from Febvre. They can't believe it. I can't believe it. Pull me down from the ceiling, please. Gifting leads on the final lap. Go on, son. Thousands of fans worldwide can't believe their eyes. Hold it together. Keep it in check. Gifting throws it away. Oh, heartbreak for Gifting once again. Roman Febvre will win the MXGP of Sweden. A double race win for the championship leader.
It's been really hard to get over that one because I felt like I'd already done the job. Febvre kind of let me have it. He didn't really fight for it after, and I already had the gap. Everything was done, settled. I just had a couple corners to go. It was a hard time walking back to the pits after that. It was a lot of emotions, like from up here and then all the way down there. And I've been a bit down there all week, but now I'm feeling better. Yeah, now I'm ready for the next one.
Calvin Valin, 3rd overall this weekend for the Monster Energy Yamaha rider. And finally, after all these podiums in the sand, he gets his hard pack podium. He was talking to Lisa at the start of the race saying, yeah, I want to try and get a podium on the hard pack to prove that I'm not just a sand rider. Well, he did that this weekend, 3rd overall, his 3rd podium of the season. So good job to Calvin for that. And the consistency is now starting to pay off for him as well. 2nd overall, Jeffrey Hurlings. Great to see him bounce back from his Lommel disappointment with 3 solid scores, 3 second place finishes. Of course, he's not in the championship fight, but as we saw this weekend, both him and Tim Geisser can be a real thorn in that championship battle between Lukas Koonin and Roman Febvre. And speaking of Roman Febvre, what a performance for him. An absolute stunning ride, going 1-1-1 for the first time, going from 9 points at the start of the weekend to 41 points clear of Lukas Koonin. Lukas Koonin is still a kid at the end of the day. Just wasn't his weekend, not sure exactly what the problems were for him, but just didn't gel the same way that Roman Febvre did. And this kid, he went 1-1 there last year in MX2, so it's not like he's never ridden that track or doesn't know how to get around that track. But for Roman Febvre to all of a sudden just blow that championship gap wide open, 41 points with 4 rounds to go, sensational. Can he keep it together in Arnhem though? That's going to be the big test, because Lucas Koenen, he's going to come out firing on all cylinders, looking to pull back that deficit.